This. Yeah.
Okay, recording is in progress, guys. Welcome, welcome.
Let me mute myself.
So if you could all mute yourselves, that would be great. And then as you come on with questions afterwards, if you could please raise your hands. We're using the same rules of engagement as we use in our community. And I think a lot of you here are from the digital growth community that I belong to. And I've been doing LinkedIn for 13 years now. I've been a LinkedIn coach. And it all started way back in 2011. So I'm in my 14th year. And it started as a result of me getting fired from my last job. I was 61. And I thought, oh, I can get another job. I don't have dementia. I'm not a frump. But they don't want you after you're 50, I discovered. And it's not age discrimination. It's all about the money. And they realize that businesses realize that they have to pay you more money if you're older. And they could hire 20-year-olds and hire 2 of them and train them and pay less than they would one 50-year-old. So let's get started here on LinkedIn. It's become my favorite platform. And I've noticed over the years how many people really do not know or understand LinkedIn. So I'm going to share my screen right now and just run through a few key things that I have learned first off, and then we're going to get right into our topic of this day. So I am Christine Till, as in till we meet again. I call myself the marketing mentress online. And that mentress was coined by myself and my son. We have 8 kids, 5 girls and 3 boys. And our 2 oldest boys are programmers. And so it's my oldest son that actually got me started doing LinkedIn, because he hired me to help him recruit programmers to work on some of his teams that he manages at this huge organization based out of the United States. So I'm going to go into, let's see, Phil messaged me. Okay, that's great. He's not got a special question here. So I'm going to go to my home page. So if you notice the buttons across the top here, there's home page, your network, your jobs, messaging, notifications, and me. If you click on me, that's your profile, right? If you click on home, this is where you can go and post and schedule posts to go through your main LinkedIn account, just like you would for Facebook, pretty much. The only thing that's different is that this is a professional platform. This is not like the backyard barbecue with Facebook. And so we need to behave a little differently on this platform than we do on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or Pinterest or X, used to be Twitter. So it's expected of us to behave differently. And there are five key reasons why we need to be using LinkedIn. So number 1 of those 5 reasons is the average income of people on LinkedIn is between 76 and 86,000 annually US. And number 2, and I got these stats from my son, who has been using LinkedIn for many years with this company that he works for. And number 2, the average income of people who are executives on LinkedIn is around 125,000 annually, 125 to 150. And so those 2 key things. And the third, the biggest kept secret to LinkedIn, is in the groups. And number 4, it's the most professional platform on the internet, bar none. Now listen to number 5. Number 5 is the key. Everyone on LinkedIn is here to do business. Everyone. They're here to do business in some way. So if we bear that in mind, then we realize that this is where we need to be. But the whole key to making it work is actually based through the groups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you to hit this little me button, take you to my profile page. We're going to briefly view the profile. because I noticed one or two of you that have signed in to join this training today, this live event, have violated some of the really key rules of LinkedIn. So I have to go over this. Number one, there needs to be a headshot where the headshot goes, not a business name or logo. There needs to be a background picture. They call this a banner. So you need to have a background banner. That banner needs to speak to your prospective customer exactly what you have to offer them. They have to be able to be drawn to you. And only your name or names go in this name line. And you have 120 characters below your name to describe what you do and how you help people. And that description is key in attracting people to come to your profile. So this line here does not have your business name in it. It has your personal name. Your personal name has to be in this line because your LinkedIn profile is all about you. So there should not be a picture of you and your spouse, your favorite dog, a picture of your grandbabies, a waterfall, or your favorite fancy car. It's you that goes here, okay? And if you want to have a business page, that's just like on Facebook. You have business pages on Facebook, you have business pages on LinkedIn. They're called company pages. And they're free, and you can set up your company page. It's attached to your profile. We're in it, Ken. Just a minute. There's somebody here having trouble getting into the, yeah, just click the tiny URL. Okay, hopefully Ken can get in. Awesome. So if you could please write down your questions while we're going through this, and then towards the end, I will allow time for you to ask any questions. But I felt it really important that I go through just those few key points when we get started, because I noticed that there's some violations already. And it's just because most people don't read the terms of use. So here's what happened to me. I was so scared of LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, because those are the only three social media that were the key social media available back in 2011, that I read the entire terms of use for LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll tell you, that was really great, exciting reading. But I know the terms of use, and I know how you need to engage on LinkedIn now, and how your profile can be jeopardized. So here we go. Now I'm going to take you to the groups. So you see this little, I call it my little crosshatch, these 9 dots together, right above the words business. You click on those 9 dots. And then you see the little 3 blue men, those little icons, that's the group. So you click on the groups. And I'm just going to click in this gray area, and you can either choose the groups that you are in or the groups that you have requested. So there's a few groups that I've requested to join, but they have not accepted me in the group yet. So you have to wait until you are accepted into a group here on LinkedIn. So the kinds of groups you're going to look for are going to be groups that fit the guidelines of your perfect customer. So if you are in our community, our digital growth community, there is training in there how you can find your perfect customer and what attributes to look for when you're requesting to join these groups. So most of the groups that I've joined are home-based business, network marketing businesses, businesses that are affiliate marketing businesses, or groups, because you want to make sure that you've got people who are wanting to build business. You don't necessarily want bricks and mortar people mixed up with your affiliate marketing types of people. Most bricks and mortar businesses don't understand how the other kinds of businesses work. And then another thing you want to look for is you want to look for how many people are in those groups. There needs to be at least 3,000 members in the groups that you join. And the reason for it is because you're looking for inventory. You need to have enough people in those groups to be able to go in and invite them first to connect with you. And so the reason the groups are so great is because you kind of fly under the radar of LinkedIn. If you just go in and start inviting people to connect with you willy-nilly, you're going to get flagged by LinkedIn because they will cut you off. And so the place where a lot of people go, they'll go into my network here. I'm going to go into a different window here. A lot of people will go into my network and they'll go see all, just a minute, I've got this. Yeah. So see what LinkedIn will show you people that you could maybe connect with according to what LinkedIn sees in your profile. But I'll tell you right here, if you start clicking on these, you won't be able to get very far because LinkedIn will cut you off. They can see right away how many people you've reached out to connect with. And you can't, when you click on these connect buttons, you can't include a message. It just goes click and it sends an invitation up to them without you being able to say anything. So LinkedIn puts a really big kibosh, to use an old term, on how many people you can invite to connect this way. And I usually do reach out and I'll click on maybe 3 or 4 each day to build up my connections. So I've gradually built up. I have over 17,000 connections on here. And it's the limit for LinkedIn is 30,000 connections. So I'm a little over halfway. I've still got lots of room that I could still invite lots of people. But first of all, we need to invite people to connect with us. So the best way to do that, though, is to do it in the groups. So you go into a group, let's say we'll just take the top one here. There's almost 17,000 members in this group. So I'm going to click on the group. Okay, so you go into the group here and I could start a post in the group. And if you're posting in your groups, which I highly recommend, you should post in your groups no more than once a day. There are people that will go into the groups and they will post multiple times a day in that group, and that's rude. That's very rude. It's not etiquette on any social media platform. If you're posting in any groups, like on Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups, I'll only post once a day. But if you're posting through a main feed on any of those social media groups like LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, you need to be posting 3 to 5 times a day on each individual social media platform. So if you're wondering why you're not getting recognition or very many responses, it's because maybe you're only posting once a day and not on all your social media platforms. And so people don't see your post. If you post once a day, the chances of people seeing your post are really slim to none, because this is how your posts move. This is what happens. Your posts are moving like this constantly through all your social media. If you watch my hand, so if you post at 8 o'clock in the morning and somebody doesn't check their social media until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they will never, ever, ever see your post. So that's why you need to post at least 3 to 5 times a day on all your social media platforms, including LinkedIn. So if I have a post that I set up to post on Facebook, I always make sure that all my posts are professional looking. They have professional pictures, or video attached that I have made that will be acceptable on all platforms. And if it's acceptable on LinkedIn, it's acceptable on all the platforms. Except you have to be careful with YouTube and TikTok. They want video. They don't want just pictures. The odd one, you can do the odd faceless posts with just pictures, but you have to be really careful how you post on TikTok. They prefer video. Okay. Are there any questions so far? Because I'm going to keep rolling through this here. So if you can sort of follow along, if you even want to go and check your own LinkedIn, that would be great. And if you want me to show your LinkedIn profile and answer some questions later on, I can do that as well. So see up here in the top right corner, this is where all your connections are in the group that you're on in. So we're in this multi-level marketing group, open, promoting, welcome, okay? And you click on show all. When you click on show all, it shows all the people that are in this group. And there's going to be a number beside each person's name. And if it's a 2 or a 3, or then you are not connected to those people. And you need to figure out how to send them a direct message. So in order to do that, it's a little bit tricky. So let's take this Joe. I'm not connected to him. He's a second level connection. So let's say Phil and I are directly connected. And so we're first level connections. But Joe is only connected to Phil as a first level connection. Joe is not directly connected to me. So the only way I can see Joe as a second level connection is because he's connected to one of my first level connections. So right click on the name and open link in new tab at step 2. So step 1, right click on their name. Step 2, open link in new tab and left click 1 time. And you see up above here, it's opening up a new window. You click on that new window and you go down, see here, it says connect. So you click on connect, and that says to verify this member knows you, please enter their email to connect. Or you can also, so it also says you can add a note. And so I would say something like, hey, Joe, I notice we're both in the same network marketing group. You're on LinkedIn. Let's connect and find ways to collaborate. Kind regards. So this is a little bit more formal way of inviting people to connect with you. Okay. So I've got so many things in the way here, I can't see what I'm doing. So you can just click on send when I've got too many things in the way here, but you should be able to click on send, okay? And that's how you invite people in the groups to connect with you. Another way that you can do it, then once they've connected with you, then what you want to do is you want to go in and start collecting how should I say, attracting people to want to do a little survey. So let's go back into my whole network here. So I can direct message these people who are third levels. Oh, no, not unless I'm on premium. LinkedIn just made a bunch of changes here. So let's go back into show all. So I'm going to go and find some of my first level connections here. So there's a first level connection. So I'm going to send Ala a message. And we're already connected. And I'm going to take a little bit of time to see what dates are here, right? So Alla and I have been connected since July. Last time we conversed was July of 2021. So it's a few years ago. So that should have given me enough time to check out what she does, what her skills are. So I go to her name and I right click on her name. Step 2, I click left click one time on open link in new tab. And then I'll see where it's opening up at the top. And I wait for it to finish opening and I scroll down until, I'm going to close that window. See where the skills are here? You can have 50 skills listed here if you want. And she's got some pretty good endorsements here. She's got 85, she's got 94. But let's click on all skills and we're going to choose just a couple, 3 skills to endorse her for. And I like to go in and find skills that they don't have a lot of endorsements on. So she's into supplements and wellness, network marketing. So I've endorsed her for 3 skills. So I have a Word document where I have saved a little blurb when I'm going to endorse somebody. And endorsements are huge. So I'm going to quickly go in and endorse her. And so I'm going to go back to the main page. And there she is. And I'm going to Control V. And I always go in and add their name. So I personalize it a little bit. And this is something I've saved. I have a form document where I've got all different blurbs that I use on a regular basis. And I use a lot of these, not just for LinkedIn, I use them for all my social media. So it says, hey, Alla, hope you're doing great. Gave you some cool endorsements on LinkedIn. I used to think that endorsements were totally bogus. Then LinkedIn hit me over the head with a virtual 2x4. I realized their value and started reaching out to my network. Been checking out how people make money effortlessly. Can you do a quick survey? Your thoughts mean a lot. If busy, no sweat, here's the link. Cheering your success, Christine. And you'll be surprised how many people will fill out that little survey. And that little survey is connected through mysystem.io. So you click send, and she's going to now receive that message directly to her message inbox. And then she can choose, it's up to her to choose to respond. But this is a really great way to keep in touch with your people. Can you imagine how do you keep in touch with 30,000 people? And here I am at 17,000. So what I do is every day I go in and I just endorse 10 of my people that I've been connected to for a month or more. So I start with my month old and then work out till I'm working all the way back to my very first ones that ever joined up with me. Am I making sense? Are there any questions so far?
Yeah, Christine, sorry, did you say 10 a day or was it 10 a month?
Yeah, 10 a day.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 10 a day. And I'll get anywhere from 3 to 4 people respond to me doing this. They'll say, hey, just did your survey, and they'll give me a thumbs up and I give them a thumbs up back again. Thank you so much. So you stay in communication with them so that they realize that they're dealing with a live person and not a robot, right? So this is how you can fly under the radar, so to speak, with the messages that you send out through LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn, the hardest part is trying to build connections with people on the second or third level. if you're on the free. And I don't recommend you join the paid platform. I've been on the paid platform for many years and I just canceled it in last fall because I could see that it didn't have all that many great features for me. So I am on a free platform now, just the same as all you guys probably are. And if you're on a paid platform, you really don't need it. If you're involved with the digital, with our digital group. Okay. Are there any other questions before I move on?
Yes, Christine, please. Gideon here. How do you link your survey to your system IO funnel?
Okay, so
Is there a specific way?
yes, there is. And the way I got mine connected up was I got a tech to help me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it's a little bit technical.
Yeah. I
Will the
am not
guys at
techie. I will tell you that right off the bat. I'm not techie.
No, I'm not that techie either. Will the guys at System IO be able to assist you with that, or do you think it's something
you could try System IO? I paid a tech to help me.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. So let's go into. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here.
Sorry, Christine, can I just ask before you move on? Who is it you actually got to help you with that? Because that's something I'd be interested in as well, just to see who to help
you can go to our techs that help with our tech Zooms on Tuesday night and Thursday morning. You can hire one of them and pay them.
Okay.
And they will help you get that set up. Yeah. So there are two different survey platforms that I like to use. One of them is my favorite one is Surveo, actually three. Surveo has a free side to it, and you can set up simple surveys with Surveo, and then you take the link to Surveo and you connect it to system.io so that when people do the survey and they have to leave their name and their phone number in order to do the survey, then that goes automatically into your contacts in system.io. Okay, so why do we need an email list? The reason we need an email list is because I'll tell you right off the bat, everybody that has bought a package from me has been on my email list. And all those people that have been on my email list came from LinkedIn. So I've been using LinkedIn since 2011, right? So I've built a good rapport with people. So if you're starting from scratch and you're wanting to build your email list, this is really a good way to go. Because those people on there, remember, are there to do business. They've got their credit cards ready and they're ready to buy. But so here's the difference between Facebook and LinkedIn. The average income of people on Facebook is 22 to 24,000 US a year. When you heard my average incomes that I said for LinkedIn, it's way different. So where are the people who can afford to buy our stuff, right? Are there any other questions? Okay, so who's talking? Robert? Robert, did you have a question?
No.
Okay, if not, could you please mute yourself? Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Okay, so you just go in and set up a simple survey. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen on this one, and I'm going to switch over to another page and share my screen from that page. Where did all my slides go? Okay, here's a sample. This is one. Can you see? says about me and why I do what I do. So this is a simple survey that was set up through Google. And this is one of my team members that set this up. And he's not techie. And he used Chat GPT, and it tells him a little bit of description. So it almost works like a little bit of a website for him. And so it says, click here and learn how digital entrepreneurship online, all about the business. So this walks you through, and he's got a survey embedded in here that, let's see, is this where it is? Yeah, so you can go through each of these steps and see all the different things that he's involved with. And there's little surveys that he's set up in here, but this is a little bit more complicated than what the average person wants. And what I like is I like to use let's go to something happened to my Survio. It disappeared on me. I like Survio the best because you can just go in and do a really simple survey. And the survey that I've got connected up to my post that I use when I do the endorsements is about network marketing and some questions about network marketing. Oh, this is strange because I had this all set up so I could just show you guys. So there's different kinds of surveys you can do. So there's a survey here, for example, property management, consulting, editing. There are different surveys that you can just do searches online to decide what you want to do a survey on. One of the surveys that I have is personality styles according to birds. And I get quite a few people who like to do that. And Survio is really good because it walks you right through step by step how to do a survey. Survio.com. There we are. There we are. So Zoom is a little bit slower when you're trying to do things online. But if you go to survio.com, it has a little step-by-step process, and it walks you through step by step so that you can understand how to do a survey, a very simple little survey. And you only need 5 questions. It doesn't need to be a lot of questions. So it's you want to create a survey, you click on create survey and from scratch. And you want to name the survey, so you can say network marketing survey. And continue. Watch this. So you can add a question. It just shows you right there. You can, this page is empty, add a question. And then you can add a new page as you go along. Or you can take the tour. So you start the tour and it walks you through step by step what to do. So you read through everything, then you click next, and you read through the next page. It tells you what to do, and you click next. So this is perfect. This is why I like Survio so much, because I'm not techie and it just walks me through every time. I set up a new survey step by step to get it all set up. And you click next, and it'll take you through all of the different steps that you need to complete in order to get your survey together. So it's just walking you through step by step, and you can preview survey. And that's about it. And you click finish. I'm not going to click finish because I didn't do a survey. Do you see how simple that is to do a little survey? So when it comes to searching topics that you want to do a survey on, choose topics that your clients or your prospective customers would probably be interested in. So if you're connected to network marketing people, they would probably enjoy answering questions on network marketing. Or the fun one is the personality styles according to birds, and there's all kinds of stuff on here that you can go search personality styles according to birds. Let's see here. Let's go to personality style. So here's the one according to birds. And so do birds have personality? What are the 4 types of birds and what is the 4-bird personality test? And you can there's all kinds of information that can help you put together a simple little survey, questions that you can ask. So the internet, to me, the internet is absolutely fabulous when it comes to doing things like that. So by inviting people to do these simple little surveys, you're inviting them to do you a favor because you've already given them a favor. You've gone and you have given them some endorsements. So let me tell you about endorsements and how important endorsements are here. When I first was on LinkedIn, I noticed that people were connecting with me and right away they were endorsing me for stuff. And I thought, this is totally bogus. They don't know me. They haven't had coffee with me. They haven't met with me. How can they endorse me? You know, and I thought, and so I was teaching all my clients, it's bogus. Do not endorse people unless you've actually met them for coffee. Well, then LinkedIn had a special, this is when I was living in BC out in the Vancouver area, and LinkedIn had a special free seminar that they put on, and they sent me a personal invitation to come to this free LinkedIn seminar. And so, of course, I was excited. I thought, oh, I get to meet a whole bunch of really great gurus who know more about LinkedIn than me, and I get to talk to the head honchos of LinkedIn. And so I was there with bells on my ankles thinking, oh, this is going to be great. And it was a good day. And they were talking about all the new things that are coming down LinkedIn's pipeline and how to use different things and why they've implemented those things. And then at the very end of the seminar, at the end of the day, they said, would Christine Till please come up to the stage? We have a special award for you. I about fell off my chair. Like, how do they know me from Adam, right? So I went up to the stage and they gave me an award for having the most endorsements of anyone in British Columbia, Canada. Well, then I about fell off the stage. Then I got embarrassed because I had clients sitting in that room that I'd been telling how bogus endorsements were. And the guy who was the speaker, he explained, he said, endorsements are so important because they're like keywords. And if you endorse people for skills, what happens is the search engines on LinkedIn start showing them to more people with similar keywords, right? And I just couldn't believe my ears when he was explaining that to me. So I realized right then and there how important it was for me to figure out a way to endorse people. And then as I was going through learning all my different learning curves, I realized that it's a really great way to get people added to your email list. And because I'd heard, and here I am, you know, I hadn't been online for very many years. I've been hearing from people how important it is to have an email list. And if you don't have an email list, you don't have a business. So I'm going, how do I do this? How do I build an email list? And how do I get people to opt in? And if I don't have an email list, how do I send messages out to people? Or do I have to DM people? Or I tried everything that I could possibly think of. But this I have found is the best way to get people to hop onto your email list. Now they have to be double opted in. So if you're using an email platform that has an autoresponder attached, you need to make sure that all of your people, your contacts on your email list have been double opted in. Do you all understand what it means to be double opted in?
No, I don't.
Okay. To be double opted in means that they have had, like, that's why the surveys are so good. They have to leave, in order to do the survey, they have to leave their email and their name. And then they immediately get another email asking them to confirm that that is their email. That's the second opt-in. So they've given us, number one, their name, their email. Number two, they've clicked to say, yes, this is my email. So that's called a double opt-in. Now, we could take people off of our free email, like our Hotmail or Gmail or Yahoo Mail, and add them to our list on system.io if we want to, but we'll get in trouble because those have not been double opted in through an auto-responding system. So that's why we need to have those double opted in, because they won't, what will happen is if you have keep trying to add people to your system.io or your Keep or whatever autoresponder email platform that you're using, you'll get flagged and then they will close your account. They will shut your account down on system and you won't get it back because you've violated their terms of engagement. So that's the same way with every email platform that has an autoresponder attached. All those people on your email list need to be double opted in. Now, the way it is set up with our community, our digital growth community, they have us set up a landing page with, and so that's essentially what the survey is. The survey acts as a landing page with LinkedIn and with system.io in our community. That landing page that is connected to the funnel is helping with the double opt-in, because people have to go into that landing page and leave their name and their email, and then they immediately get another email asking you to confirm that that's your email. Does that make sense? Are you, am I clear enough? Okay. So double opt-in, explain, set up simple survey. So is there anybody here who's brand new to email marketing?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So have you got your system.io set up yet with your funnel?
Yeah, it's all set up through digital growth. So that's the first time I've tried it though. So that was mid-January I started. So
Okay.
that's really the first time I started using auto funneling.
So you're starting to get some contacts in there?
Yeah, I'm starting to get a few in.
Yeah. Okay. So here's something I feel I need to touch on here, just in case there's somebody who's having a bit of a challenge. I'm going to go into my system and I'm going to log into my account. And just go into my contacts here for a minute. So sometimes, every once in a while, system drops a ball and you'll have somebody who'll come into your contact list and they don't have a tag. It'll be blank right here. So you click on that person's name, click on the empty circle, and you scroll down to the very bottom of the page and you click on more actions. And then you click on add tag. And then you click on, in this drop down here, or this pop-up, it says add tags to contacts. So you click on this little down arrow and make sure that you have the tag that you want added to this person. Okay? So you need to go in here and check every day to make sure that there are tags by all your people. Because every once in a while you'll find that there's a tag missing. I don't know what's going on with system, but that's a little tiny glitch in their system. Any questions? Okay, we've got 10 minutes left. Let's open the door to any questions with regard to LinkedIn and setting up your email.
Can I ask about LinkedIn? I've been on LinkedIn for probably about 7 years, and my main thing is obviously I use it for my brick and mortar business, which is all I've ever used it for. So how would I go about starting to transition over to using it for digital marketing and things like that? Because obviously the clients I've got right now are obviously based around my business, which is the fire prevention industry. So I'm wanting to use LinkedIn as a tool for helping promote digital marketing, but I'm just wondering, can I start another profile up? Is that possible with LinkedIn, or could I use the one I'm using just now?
That's a good question. Okay, LinkedIn only wants us to have one profile. I can't tell you enough how many people have found out that they've set up multiple profiles and they've gotten themselves in trouble. And so they hire people like me to come and get their profiles merged so that they only have one profile. And it's quite a process. So just like Facebook, we're only supposed to have one Facebook profile, by the way. And Facebook has set us up so that we can have as many free company or business profiles attached to our main profile. And it's the same with LinkedIn. We have our one profile with our personal stuff there, and then we can attach and set up as many company profiles as we want for free. I don't think there's a limit. I've got about 5 set up to mine, and I haven't had any notices from LinkedIn to tell me I can't set up that many. So then you need to go into your personal profile and make sure that you do some slight adjustments in there. And so I have my profiles. I only have one profile, but I have multiple company pages for different companies, different businesses. And then you use those company pages to market through.
Okay, because I've got a company business page set up on LinkedIn, so I could set an additional one up. And I'm assuming if I set that up, it's not going to have any connection to my other company page, so people won't be able to see it who are following me on another page.
Oh, they'll probably be able to pull up that profile.
Right.
Okay. So in the back of my, if you go into my profile, you'll see that I've been involved with a lot of different things, a lot of different network marketing, coaching, being a legal secretary, and all that stuff is in there. I've been in sales, and what it does is it rounds out your personal profile. When you do your about page, you can have up to, I think it's 2,500 characters you're allowed in there. And I can show you a little bit about my page, and this is how I get around it. So it can be used for multiple types of businesses. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go into my LinkedIn here. I'm going to go into my profile, view profile. So even in my headline, I speak a little bit more generically, but I'm speaking to my customer's heart. what is it that they're looking for help with, right? So this has been adapted to the daily pay system that we've got. And down here in my About page, I'll just click on my Edit button. So I'm at 2,100, there it is, 2,600 characters is your limit. So I talk a little bit about my dreams, and I'm speaking from my prospect's point of view. And if, as you read through there, you see that I'm not pushing any particular company. I'm talking about network marketing in general and how to get to my dream, things that I'm looking to get to my dreams and how I'm going to get there, right? So you can take and you can adapt your profile so that it will fit more than one dream. Does this make sense?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So then
Christine,
that's the, yes.
can you add your website in
Oh, yes.
that
Look what
section?
I've got. Look what I've got. I put my website right here. Ta-da-ta-da.
Perfect.
That's my landing page, right? That's that first landing page. And so, but it's never live on LinkedIn. They have to copy and paste that URL into another search bar. But I always put it in, I put it in wherever it's appropriate. And I've got different other businesses that I've been involved with as well. And I've got so many things here. I have to move out of the way here. I'm going to close this. So, there's your experience. So I talk about being a marketing strategist, marketing and getting paid using the internet and getting paid for your data and cracking the LinkedIn code, free guide. A little bit about my education, but not too much. I've got my licenses and certifications here. Some of my workbooks and courses that I've taught, projects that I've worked on. And I volunteer as a speaker with the Arthritis Society. I have advanced arthritis in my body, and so I've done a lot of speaking for that. I don't get paid for it. Leduc Womanition is a women's networking business group that I have managed for about 6 years. There's some of my skills. Well, I'm not going to endorse myself, right? So they're not turned on, but every once in a while I'll connect up with somebody and I'll go to endorse them and I'll realize they've got their endorsements shut down. So you can go into if you click on your Me button, you can go down into private settings and privacy and you can turn off people endorsing you. I don't know why they'd want to do that, but if they were ignorant like I was in the beginning, they probably would not hesitate. So there's recommendations that have been given to me by people. And I've been featured in a magazine or 2 or 3. And so, but you notice I try not to put the actual names of businesses that I've worked with. So in my experience, I worked for Home Instead Senior Care as I was the director of sales and marketing, and it was up to me to get clients for the business. And they provide caregivers to go into seniors' homes and clean the house, do the laundry, cook meals, take them to the doctor, all that kind of stuff. And because the kids are all working and there's nobody to help mom and dad, and so they'll pay for the services. Well, I didn't put the name of the company I worked for, but I did say that I worked with a senior care organization that provided those services. So you can get a little bit more general with some of your experience when you're filling out your profile, so that way, and another reason why I didn't put the name of the company there is because I didn't want to get the company in trouble if I happened to say something incorrectly. So because I didn't have the actual name of the organization there. Does that make sense, guys?
I have another question. Right.
I might have an answer.
Regarding the surveys, when you invite people and they enter their email and phone number, right? And the double, what did you say? Double entrance or approval, right?
Oh, the double
So they-
opt-in?
Yes. So they get into your system IO.
Yes.
But in what part do you tell them that you want to invite them to your digital marketing funnel or something? Because they're gonna
Oh,
start getting your
right.
email campaign, right? But when you
Yeah.
do the link,
So when we sign up, we get access on the main IPS website. We get access to 60 pre-done picture ads. And we get access to 200 pre-written ads.
Mhm.
I downloaded all those picture ads and all the pre-written ads onto my own computer. And so I will go in every day and I'll check how many posts I've got scheduled to go out, because I use Sprout Social, because I've got all my social media platforms connected to Sprout Social, so that I just have to post an ad one time. And I can schedule it to go out once a month for the next 6 months. I've got calendars all around my desk so that I can see. So if I publish 3 ads today on the 21st, I would do one on the 21st, one on the 22nd, and one on the 23rd of March. Then I do the same in April, 21st, 22nd, 23rd of April. It automatically becomes different days of the week. So you automatically reach different audiences, right? And in those posts, I always say something like comment info for a look at my blueprint, or comment yes to see my blueprint that I use. And if they comment yes or info, like I've said in that ad, then I will get back to them and send them the link to my marketingmentors.com, and that takes them right to my landing page. You follow?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Christine?
When you do it through the survey,
I think what Veronica means is if you get an email opt-in from your survey, how do you
Yes.
apply that email to your digital marketing IPS blueprint?
Oh,
How do
I
you?
understand. Yes,
Yes.
I understand what you're
Thank you
saying.
so much.
Yes. So I didn't call system.io myself. I paid for one of the techs to connect that up to my funnel.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yes, but once it's connected, how do you approach your clients that you have gotten through your survey?
My survey, yeah.
How do you connect those people that you got through your survey to your blueprint? Do you just send them the campaign once they have opted in? Start sending them the campaign, or how do you
It comes
connect?
into it comes into the blueprint because of the way it's been connected through the keyword.
Okay, all right.
The
So once
keyword that what do they call those keywords?
SEO.
Mine is called Daily Pay. I use Daily Pay for mine.
Oh,
So all you have to have is that Daily Pay connected up to it, and it automatically.
So once you get your email from your survey, it goes into your system IO, and as soon as it's in system IO, you start sending them the campaign for the blueprint.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. So it
Got it.
all works automatic. As soon as they click on that survey and leave their email and their name, then they get an automatic email to confirm it, and that automatically uploads their name and email into your system contact list.
Okay. All right.
I can understand your questions, guys, because I was there. I had a hard time getting my mind around how do you get this all working, and
No,
it's all to
obviously,
do with that keyword.
yes. Can I quickly say something? This is directed to Phil, because Phil asked how can he connect his blueprint with his everyday business. You guys must remember the blueprint also has an option for businesses to actually use that to build their email list. So you can
Yes.
actually market yourself as a digital marketer and or a digital advisor to advise your clients to use the blueprint to enhance and to promote their business either on social media or to start building the email list.
Right. Yeah, there we have, like, we have realtors. Let's see, I'm just trying to remember who, we've got several realtors who are doing that. We've got a mortgage guy and a pizza place that I know of, that I've heard people mention in the community.
That's
Christine,
correct. So you can actually use a business also use, and I've also heard from people in the community who sold the digital blueprint to a business purely not to make any money from reselling it, but using the information how to market your business either on social media or and with that creating a funnel and starting to build your email list for your client base.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, that to be honest, the main reason that makes sense. It'd be a good sort of plan to do. The reason I kind of asked it was I think in my industry a lot of guys would frown upon it, so I was just kind of wondering how I can balance it out where I promote to different people to some majority would probably be quite interested in it, to be honest, because at the end of the day, digital marketing fits into any business if you look at it open-mindedly. But I just know some of them are they're still stuck in the 1980s in their way that they like to do their business, and I know that they probably frown upon it, and it's just with the size of contracts I've got with these guys, I wouldn't want to be causing any rustling feathers with them.
Yeah.
Before, just sorry, I know you said it about one, but just quickly, you mentioned something about you can send one post out and it goes across all social medias. Did you say, is it called Sprout or something? Did you say?
Yeah, I'll show it to you quickly here if you want. I'm going to have to stop sharing my screen because I'm using two different.
and then Christine, I just got a quick question. You'll be really quick, I know.
Okay, I'm going to go into Sprout Social quickly. Thank goodness we can save all these URLs. So there's my Sprout Social.
Okay.
And so you have to log in each time. And it's slow. And so it shows you, so you see these posts went out through LinkedIn. These were all pre-scheduled in advance. And so I'll open up a new scheduling window and you can upload a picture. And so I go into where my pictures are stored and I'll click on upload images. And marketing mentoress. And where's my IPS folder with all my different, I've got a folder with everybody in it. I'm just going to quickly run through this so you can see what we do. And that's IPS safety. So now I'm going to go into pictures and GIFs. So I've got all kinds of pictures in here. A lot of them are, so there's the $100,000 hotel savings. Let's create 100% commission. Let's try that one today. Open. So it shows you which picture you've actually opened. And it says generate 100% commissions 100% of the time. So another thing that I'll do is I'll open up my Word documents and I'll choose one of the blurbs in there. So I'm going to go into my Word documents. I'm just trying to show this as quick as I can. I'm going to open. See if I've got my ads handy here. And you can also use the launch hooks. They work really great as well.
In the meantime, do you post this one in the home or inside the groups?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what you're asking.
If you post these ads
Yeah,
into each group related with marketing, or in the home page of LinkedIn?
you can post them. All these ads that I have repurposed through all my social media on LinkedIn. There's one that goes out through my personal profile,
Mhm.
through all those posts there. And then the other one goes through my page, my company page. So I have
Oh,
it
okay.
scheduled so that posts automatically go into my company page every day. So I've got
All
3
right.
to 5 posts every day going through all these different pages.
Okay. And when you are part of one group, or the one that you told us at the beginning, can you also add into the group feeds or
Yes, you
or
can put those same posts into the now just a minute. You know what? I haven't tried. No, you can't schedule the groups to have automatically posts in them because those groups are owned by other people. They're not
okay.
my own, right? Whereas my profile and my company page are my own. And because you have to put in your email and password into Sprout Social for each different one so that Sprout Social can then invite them or connect with them. So
Okay.
I've got to go quick here and get my ads pulled up. You know, it's just such a wonderful way to be able to do this marketing. I am just, every time I go in here, I'm astounded as to exactly what you can do and cannot do, but mostly can do. And we're going to go to IPS. I'm pulling up the 200 pre-written ads just to show you. IPS. And there we are. And with ChatGPT, you actually have probably thousands of pre-written ads, because what I often do is I'll select one of these and I will go in and I'll just pick this one for right now. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to rewrite it a little bit. You post it in here and you can put in your hashtags. So so it says in here, send me a message, right? It's always got a call to action. So these are my own hashtags that I use all the time. You know where I got them from? ChatGPT. So if I want to change this and have it written differently, so I look at my picture, generate 100% commissions 100% of the time. Okay. So you can rake in up to, you can rake in. I'm not going to say up to, I'm just going to say. Oh, daily payouts, same day pay. You can rake in 100% commissions using just your smartphone. Interested? Send me a message. That's all you need to have in there. So I've rewritten that and I've still got 105 characters left over. But look at, if I want, I can use ChatGPT. I can create 3 post options. And here we go. See that? Instant, bang, you got 3 more. So you multiply those 200 by at least 3 times. So I like what I've got here. So I'm just going to walk you through this so that you can see what the process is. So this is Pinterest. So I want, with Pinterest, I'm going to do this, copy this. And I'm going to paste it in here as a header. And I'm going to pin it to my board, my favorite board, which is Marketing Mentress. And then you have your Pinterest URL goes in here automatically. I've got it all programmed in. And so then I can start posting 2 different days. So we're on the 21st here. So we'll see how many posts. I've got a 4 o'clock and a 7 o'clock scheduled. So I already had 5 posts scheduled for this. I can tell by looking at it. On the 22nd, look at that. I've got 5 posts already scheduled to go out, right? So let's look at this one. The 23rd. I've got 3 posts. So that's a Saturday. So I could schedule one for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to change this here to 4 o'clock. Having to move pictures around here. Let's go 4:10 p.m. And so we're going to take that same ad and we're going to schedule it to go out the 23rd of April. That's a Tuesday. So we've got 8:10. Let's do 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I hope I'm not confusing people too much. And then we're going to do another one for May. '23rd. So that's got 3, 8, 10. We could do 2 again because it's a different day of the week. And let's go June. June 23rd. That's a Sunday. So they probably don't open their email very early. So let's do 12 noon. A little after 12. And so let's do another month, June, July. July 23rd. There are none scheduled, so we could choose 8 o'clock in the morning. And the reason I'm choosing these times, when I took all my social media training over the years, the times that they suggest are the best times to post are 8 a.m., 10 a.m. So 8 a.m. when people are on their way to work riding the bus, 10 a.m. coffee break, 2 p.m. coffee break, 4 p.m. riding home on the bus from work, and 7 p.m. in the evening after they've had supper. Those are key times. And then you watch your own algorithms and you'll start seeing when people are checking their social media, your posts, right? And then you get a better idea. So the 23rd, so we'll do this one up for 10 o'clock in the morning. There we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at this. Bling, scheduled. So I've got that post that we just did is scheduled to go out for the next 6 months. And it's got a call to action built right into it. So you can go and check out Sprout Social. I've tried several different platforms. Sprout Social is the best out there. And I checked out how much it was going to cost to hire a VA to do posting for me because I was so green. I was spending 16 to 18 hours a day in front of my computer, scheduling posts to go out to all my social media platforms and having different posts going out to each platform. I had no idea how to repurpose my posts. So I was sitting in tears the first 6 months I was on a computer. So that's why I'm so adamant about helping you guys in this community, because I can see how important it is. I don't make any money getting you guys to sign up with Sprout Social. I just, it's the best one I've found out there, and it has saved me so much time and money as a result. So as you could see, it gradually fills up as time moves along, right? So you end up with 3 to 5 posts going out every day, and then you don't have to work as hard at it. And it fits in with the 2-hour workday. Really cool. Do you have any other questions?
Oh, Christine, just a quick one. You said you could make a company profile on your LinkedIn. Where do you go for that?
Oh, I'll show you. That flashed through my mind when I said it, but I was on my way to show you something else.
No, I like this too. This is really, wow.
Okay, so let's go. Say that question again, because I've got my mind is going 50 million miles a
Oh,
minute here.
Christine, where you just go to set up a company
Oh, the company
profile?
page. Right, right. Okay. So there's me. So here's my company pages here. See? Down at the bottom. And those are
Christine.
already set up. Yes.
Oh, I can't see. I can see you though.
Oh, you can see me at the top there. Okay, you should be able to.
Share your screen.
Oh, I need to share my screen.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Be careful. Come here then. Be quiet, okay? You're nearly finished.
Are you trying to talk to a puppy dog?
No, my son.
I couldn't see
Oh,
because
he's
I'm
a little
busy
bit
trying to share.
lower. The table's hiding him. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Okay. Company page. Okay, where's my company pages here? Okay, so right off the bat, when you set up your profile, you need to go here before you start setting up your company page, okay? And you're setting up your profile and you're changing this URL. This needs to be customized, your URL, and it's your LinkedIn URL. It's not your community URL, right? There's everybody's URL is going to have your name, linkedin.com/in/ and then your name and a bunch of numbers. And that is very unprofessional looking. So you need to either just have your name there or your URL name that you purchased from GoDaddy in here without the .com at the end. Get my drift? Okay, so let's go down here. You have to make sure that these are all checked off. And if you have a website and you want to put your LinkedIn like at the bottom of an email, copy this badge and you can paste that, in the signature line of your emails, you can paste the badge for your LinkedIn there. And you can go and search online for just the logo, the LinkedIn logo, and put that in there, and then you can attach that to the logo. I thought I'd tell you that while I'm doing this. So just give me a minute here. It's been a while since I set up my company page. I'm going to go into settings and privacy. LinkedIn keeps moving things around. It used to be on the right side in here. Okay, I'm going to do a different thing here. There's a create button. So it's moved to the left side. You should be able to go into your page. There we go. Here we go. There's groups, recent, see all my pages. So you can click on here. You should be able to get, there should be a create page button on here. On the left side of the home page. So you go to your home page and then you'll have a whole bunch and it should say create new. That's one thing I've found about LinkedIn is you can always find things here. And they're all through these key buttons across the top. So if you're looking for something, just try all these different key buttons. And this one here, this me button, takes you right into all the places where you can search on LinkedIn, starting with settings and privacy. And so you can search through all of those. But you should be able to set up your company page on the left side when you go to the home page. On the left side down here, it's got groups, recent, see all my pages. It's going to be in this block here somewhere. And it should say create new.
Okay, thanks, Christina.
Okay. And you know, my next LinkedIn Live will be, today's the 21st. So the next one is going to be the first week in April, the 4th. April the 4th. So if you have questions about LinkedIn, feel free to write them down and come join us.
So Christine, do you go live anywhere else, or is this?
I
just-
go live on LinkedIn, I go live on YouTube, and I go live on TikTok.
I think I've got added you on TikTok. I can't remember. My
Yeah.
TikTok's doing some weird stuff right now, so I don't know. But okay.
Well, you're probably further ahead on TikTok than me because I didn't start using TikTok until last September. And I was really scared of it. So I read the entire terms of use. Well, thank
Well,
you
thanks,
guys. I'm
Christine.
gonna
Yeah,
have to
that-
take off. Pardon me?
Yeah. No, I was just saying thanks for
You're
showing
very
us.
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You're
thank
very
you.
welcome. Awesome, awesome, guys. Thank you for coming.
Thanks
Yeah,
for your
bye.
time and info.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Always bring your questions.